Hello, and welcome to another episode of SkyrimPlus. Today I'm featuring Pale Marsh Manor by Kyrievark, ported to Anniversary and Special Edition by Cat Pancake. Let's check out the map. Here we are at Pale Marsh Manor. We're right next to Dawnstar, right down the hill from Nightcaller Temple, and here we are again at our featured home, Pale Marsh Manor. For our world space view, here's Dawnstar. You can see the lighthouse in the middle of the screen, and down the hill to the left you can see a little camp, and right to the left of that there's a cave opening with a red plant, and that's the entrance to Pale Marsh Manor. We'll start off by the shore near the camp. I'm not sure if this is vanilla or added by the mod, but it does have 2 bedrolls. If you like the way my tent and bedrolls look, I'll leave the links in my pinned comment. For now, we'll just head to the entrance of our home. It's that cave with the red plant next to it. Just walk into it like any other cave, and then when you do, you'll arrive at our featured home, Pale Marsh Manor. And what a beautiful world space. This white tree with the red leaves immediately grabbed my attention. The contrast in colors is really striking and even a little creepy. Then we have a path with several dark elf lanterns and leaves gently falling that lead to the home. It looks like an old home from the south with all of the windows and the large front porch. But as cool as this place looks, our first stop is this greenhouse that's on the left. One neat feature is that the home and the greenhouse are both open to the world, so there are no loading doors once you enter the world space. Check out the red leaves hanging from the window, you have some lights for night, and a table with an ingredients basket, mushroom basket, an egg basket, along with an Asian-styled lantern that looks really festive. And then we can walk right into the next area, which has planters, an alchemy lab, see-through windows that give you a sneak peek of the backyard, and the ground is covered with leaves since it's open, which is pretty immersive. You have another 2 planters, all of which are pre-planted with mountain flowers, snowberries, and these custom flowers that show up all around the home as common decor themes. And as we head upstairs, I should mention that the second floor of this building isn't nav-meshed, so followers won't come up here. To the right is our themed flower arrangement, and then we have 6 fertile soils where you can plant whatever you want. I used white and red roses from the Roses of Remembrance mod to fit the theme. And then across from here, we have a well-decorated alchemy lab with storage for your potions, poisons, and ingredients, as well as themed decor like the framed butterflies and paintings. Check out the cool ceiling tiles, and you can even see out of this window towards the pond. That's super cool. As we turn towards the next wall, we have more themed decoration like the insects in a jar. Check out those cool black and white tiles, those look really neat. And then you have some more potions. On this table, there's an open book, and it looks like you're studying botany. You also have a plate with some oranges, and it looks like you're about to plant another sapling. Maybe it can grow to be as impressive as that tree out front. As we head downstairs, we can see how beautiful and bright the outdoors look. No matter where you look, you're bound to see something interesting in every space. It seems like every spot in this world space was intentional and well cared for. And as we enter the backyard, there's another one of those massive trees with the gorgeous red leaves and the dark elf lanterns. You have some tables and chairs to sit out and enjoy the view. And as we turn, we find some red water cascading down a massive waterfall. That looks kinda creepy, a little bit like blood. Maybe this is a home that you could add to your Halloween load order, since we've seen a few creepy design elements already. All this home would need is a casket. As we round the back of the home, there's another huge tree growing in that pond. And now we can see the first tree we saw when we entered. Next, we're going to head across this bridge and check out our gazebo. So while we're on our way, if you like what you're seeing, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's continue on our tour where we find a gazebo which offers a full smithing suite. You have a grindstone, workbench, anvil which acts as your forge, a mini smelter, as well as more of these Asian themed lanterns which look great at night. And check out the detail of the ceiling textures. This place looks great. Here's a barrel for your weapons, storage for ore, ingots, leather and pelts. And speaking of leather and pelts, there's your tanning rack to complete the smithing suite. Now that we've seen all of the outdoor features and the greenhouse, we'll head back across this bridge and check out the main home. Before we head inside, let's back up and take one more look at the outside of the home. As Uncle Eddie said on Christmas vacation, it's a beaut, Clark. You have a bench out front and tons of windows to let you see in or look out, and I love the blue paint they use to accent the downstairs windows. To our left is a table and a couple of chairs to sit and enjoy a cup of coffee or tea, or maybe play a few card games. And then to our right, we have a bench, a table, and that unique flower arrangement. This porch invites you to kick back, relax, and enjoy the amazing views this property has to offer. Aren't you glad you stumbled upon that cave entrance in your travels? Now let's head inside, where we find a bookcase and a place to kick off your shoes at the end of the day. We have more windows along our back wall that give us a view of the red waterfall, a stairway, some storage containers, some nice shadows casting on the floor from the windows, and then we have a couch and a chair, which I know some of you might find unimmersive, but I personally like it. And then we find our kitchen. You have a fire in the corner with your cooking pot, a display case for food, that's unique, and then you have a bar to entertain your guests. After all, who says the Dragonborn can't be social? Check out the detail on the floor. I love these design choices. They make your home feel unique. You also have a knapsack, satchel, and strongbox on the side table. And now we're heading into your followers' room. You have another of those red chairs, and check out the veiled bed with the red leaves in the background. That's one of the most elaborate bed setups I've ever seen. There are more red leaves hanging from the shelves, and they even have a bookcase because your followers have to be well-read. Get it? Well-read? Read? They're fitting the theme of the home too. Now we're heading upstairs to see the second floor of our 3-floor home. And look at this cool desk space with unique decoration like the Skyrim symbol on the map, the bloody dagger, and the crystal. You also have a great view of your smithing gazebo from the window. You have a book that's on display with some soul gems above, and here's your arcane enchanter with soul gem and scroll storage nearby. There's another sapling and more of those beautiful see-through windows. For all of the home mod authors out there, we need more of these in our homes. There are some bookshelves for the bookworms of Skyrim, a cool sapling display, and shrines to Boethia, Azura, Mephala, Zenithar, and Julianos. There's a red bookcase, more red leaves, a neat clock, and a desk with roses which adds to the interesting decoration. The decoration also extends to the walls, which looks like they're shabby chic shiplap, which would make Chip and Joanna Gaines salivate just as much as I am over this hold shield display. And now it's time to go see the final floor of the home. The last floor of the home has our master suite, and as we come up the stairs, we find some storage, a table, and one of those quaint red chairs. And as we turn, we find some bookshelves, some books strewn about, and another elaborate veiled bed. It's nestled right next to the window and has a table with a candle nearby. How romantic. And right next to our bed, we find another spot to kick off our boots, as well as a dresser, strongbox, and a safe. Some display cases to show off our favorite weapons, named storage for weapons, and 4 mannequins to show off our favorite armor sets. And now that we've seen all of the features of this home, it's time for final thoughts. Pale Marsh Manor is a uniquely designed home and world space near Dawnstar. It has some of the most lavish bedrooms with veiled beds in both the master bedroom for you and your spouse, as well as in the guest bedroom for your follower. The home also has a kitchen with a cooking pot, as well as a butter churn for your cooking needs. The manor doesn't lack for crafting, as it offers a gazebo with a complete smithing suite, a greenhouse that's light and bright, that offers pre-planted planters and see-through windows, 6th Hearthfire soils to plant whatever you want, as well as a couple of alchemy labs to craft your potions. and they accommodated us magic lovers too with an arcane enchanter. The home also provided the shrines of Boethia, Azura, Mephala, Zenithar, and Julianos. Along with being practical, the home also included such great design, with custom walls, flooring, and different pieces of eye candy to make the home feel truly unique. One of my favorite features are the home's see-through windows, which allow you to see in and out and made me feel immersed. But my absolute favorite feature were the beautifully crafted grounds. The mod author captivated us with the contrast of the red trees, red plants, and the red water against the white snow. And they gave us places to sit and enjoy the view, like this one from the front porch, and this view from the tables and chairs in the backyard. And the home looks fantastic at night, too. If you're looking for a home with function and style that truly feels unique, Pale Marsh Manor is on fleek. This concludes my feature of Pale Marsh Manor. If you enjoyed this content and want to see more, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click the bell icon if you want to be notified of when I post. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next episode.